Welcome everyone. Today we will explain what prejudice is, how our brains form it, its impact, and how we can reduce it using research-based technique. The goal is to understand psychological roots of prejudice, recognize implicit or automatic process, practice perspective taking through short dramatization, wearing the cause, and learn the solution to reduce or even stop prejudice.
Prejudice is a negative attitude toward a particular group solely because of their group membership. Prejudice is antipathy based on false or inflexible generalization. The components of prejudice are cognitive, affective or emotion, and behavioral. Prejudice is divided by two types of prejudice by its action. First is explicit and the second one is implicit.
Hi, I'm Afzal. What's up? I just joined this club. By the way, when the practice schedule?
Oh, you're the one from that faculty, right? Well, you don't have to worry. We've prepared everything just for you. Usually, students from that faculty are quiet and uncommitted, so they often don't fit in with activities like this.
Oh, I see. I just want to participate.
Well, I'm sorry. We've prepared everything from the beginning.
This is subtle prejudice, nothing explicit, but the second person uses stereotype as filters to judge before knowing it. If you were Abdullah, how would you feel? Do you think this affects your sense of belonging?
Cause of prejudice can be different to each case, but some of it can be. First, realistic traits. People perceive other group as a threat to resource such as employment, economic, and housing opportunity. This perceived traits drive negative attitude toward outgroup. Second, stereotype. Stereotype is negative judgment attached to other group because perceptual bias that triggers social distance and prejudice. A third is social identity and in-group bias. People tend to prioritize their own group and perceive other group as inferior, leading to discrimination and conflict.
Another causes of prejudice can be 1. Cultural differences and social distance. Cultural difference and lack of social interaction increase social distance and prejudice between groups. And second, competition for limited resource. Competition for important resource like job, status, power makes other group perceived as threat. And 3. Personality factor. An authoritarian personality, low self-esteem, and social dominance can increase the tendency to develop prejudice. And 4. Social norms and social learning. Group norms and learning from the environment, family, community, media reinforce prejudice.
Your experience is great, but our team is not used to working with people from backgrounds like yours. I'm afraid the rhythm will clash.
What do you mean by a background like mine?
Yes, small Putra things. It will be difficult to synchronize.
He is expressing a symbolic trait fear that difference will disrupt harmony. Research show that perceived threat strongly predict prejudice. Do you think Mr. Johan is aware that his remarks are discriminatory?
Implicit bias is an automatic association that occurs without intention. Even people with egalitarian values can still be biased automatically. Many people have automatic preference without realizing it. And implicit bias predicts quick decisions that we don't have time to think about.
I think he will be difficult to work with. But I don't know him yet. Why did I immediately think that? Well, it's just a feeling. I don't think it's a good fit. Or is this just an automatic bias? I need to hold on and get some data.
This captures the tug of war between automatic association and deliberate value. We can reduce prejudice by changing negative stereotype into more positive assessment of other groups and ensuring we don't view other groups as threat, as that perspective will only foster new prejudice. Furthermore, we need to reduce social distance and increase interaction between groups. We can also reduce prejudice through positive intergroup contact with equal status, cooperation, shared goals, and support from the school and institution environment. Showing positive example of other group that contradict stereotype also helps shift our mindset. Furthermore, empathy training can reduce anxiety when interacting with diverse groups. And don't forget, when social norms encourage inclusive attitude, people are more likely to accept diversity and abandon prejudice. Try perspective like taking, which involves imagining what it's like to be in their shoes. This helps reduce stereotype and foster empathy.
Honestly, I used to think you guys were stiff and closed off.
It's because you see it from afar. Many of us actually want to be open, but bad experience make us cautious.
I guess I only saw the surface. Your story makes me reconsider.
This is show how self-disclosure and perspective-taking shift intergroup
The
perception.
impact of prejudice. First, social conflict. Prejudice increases the tendency to conflict with other groups. This giving rise to social conflict, intentions such as hostility, resistance, and even violence. Second, barriers to group integration and social risk. Prejudice hinders harmonious relations between groups and widens social distance. Third, discrimination against certain groups. Prejudice triggers unfair treatment, leading to rejection and limited access to resources and opportunities. Fourth, hostility, dislike, and avoidance between groups. Direct impact on social behavior, increased psychological distance, resulting in reluctance to interact and cooperation. 5. Potential for intergroup violence. Prejudice is not simply about bad people. It's combination of cognitive shortcuts, emotional reaction, social structure, and learned pattern. But decades of research show prejudice can be reduced through empathy, contact, reflection, and open communication. Thanks for watching. We are sorry for our limitation on every aspect. We really hope that it will be useful somehow. Goodbye.